Welcome once again to the show. You are riding shotgun with the last Deadeye, and I am bringing you another episode of The Return of the Deadeye. Today we are talking to Hector in Benedict Point. He's located southeast of Tumbleweed on the west side of the New Austin state, which is the westmost state on the map. We're looking for on the hunt mission when we talk to him. And that mission could be one of two things, a cougar or a wolf hunt. I prefer the wolf hunt, and this is why, because we can hunt cougars while the timer's counting down. We're going to bag 2 cougars this run, as well as like an antelope or something, some other deer-like carcass. I almost bagged a ram as well. We almost got 4 carcasses into the butcher during that 20-minute period, but I got attacked by some NPCs. Some sort of a gang hideout situation was going on, and I didn't even want to mess with them, so I just left the carcass and ran, came down, grabbed the wolf. Did manage to bag a couple birds after turning the wolf in, so then we ran up to Tumbleweed one last time, hit the butcher for the finale. And as you can see at the top there, I earned 0.24 gold bar, 87.50, and 785 XP in 26 minutes and 44 seconds, which is not really our best run doing this method. If you look back in the vlog, that's right, I have a vlog if you're new here. This is part of a vlog series, so you can check the playlist and look back in the vlog. We do have better results on this run, getting something like $225 per hour, similar results on the gold bar, but over 2,000 XP per hour as well. And that run was not even optimized either. That run still had room for improvement, but it was a better run than this one. So if you haven't watched that, you might want to go back and check that one out, because some of the advantages on that run that we didn't have an option for on this run was that run was a daylight run, and daylight runs means birds spawn in the daytime, so that supplements pulling these cougars in and really increases the payout. When you get these nighttime runs, I feel like they're always going to be a little bit inferior to a daytime run. Now if you rewind just a little bit, watch me shoot that cougar. First bullet I shoot over its head, and that's because I don't know where it's at, but I know if I shoot a bullet like over its body, then it's going to startle it into coming directly at me. It's just going to charge me as soon as I do that. On occasion, if the bullet's really close to the animal, it will scare it into running the other way. So don't shoot too close to it, but send one over its head, and it will startle it and make it charge you. And when it charges you, it's head on, which is usually a really, really easy headshot. But I screwed up and missed there. The majority of the time, that is a super easy method for taking down this cougar. Give it a try. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of doing that to the cougar, just aggroing it and making it run at you and then getting that headshot just easy peasy because it's just coming straight at you. And everybody, I would really like to thank all of you who have been viewing my videos. I really hope they're helping you and that I'm bringing some sort of value with the video to your life, because your view is important to me and I don't want to waste your time with nonsense. I'm always trying to bring you something that's valuable. Hopefully we'll find some other valuable stuff that I can keep adding to the channel. If you have any questions or any sort of strategies or something you want to explore in the game, and you know you might need some assistance doing so, just let me know. Just like, you know, I was looking at earlier, I was playing with some of the Deadeye cards, trying to figure out if using the card which improves the effects of things that restore Deadeye would give me more Deadeye when I killed a creature. And I determined from what I saw that it does not benefit you. The only thing that it might benefit from is from potions, but when you drink a potion, it fills you up to the max anyways. And There is the card that gives you more Deadeye when you do headshots. Maybe that card would work together, but I didn't test that because I was really interested in the unblinking eye. If the ability card, which improved the effects of things that increase Deadeye, worked on unblinking eye to further increase the duration at which I could stay in Deadeye. But that does not work. So you know, you will not benefit with those two card combos together. That's a little tidbit of game mechanics for you this episode. Other than that, if anybody has any questions, drop a comment down below. I'll get to that as soon as possible. I love answering questions. It's great having you guys drop those comments, those likes. They make me feel great. I really appreciate everybody who's watched my videos. Thanks for coming in. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe. So let's get back to this hunt. Now, I've already sold my first cougar to the butcher. And if you're watching, then you probably saw that I ran all the way down to Benedict Point. And then I'm running back up to the cougar spot. And I did that in order to try and help ensure that that cougar would respawn for me. So I don't know why, but other people say sometimes you can just get that cougar to spawn over and over and over, but that just does not work for me. Now, I don't know if they're just making it up or if they actually have results and I'm doing something wrong. I don't know how they can get it to spawn repeatedly. But it's not there this time, so what I'm thinking is that I will run east. There's another cougar spawn over there. And see if I can get that one to spawn. But see, the trick to that is it takes me time to get over to that other spot. Now, if I were to have spent that same amount of time, say down in Benedict Point, would this one here have respawned instead? If I were to go over directly to the one on the east side, would it not spawn because there's still some sort of a spawn timer variable locked to my character, preventing a cougar from spawning for me? Because I found, even though there are two cougar spawns up here, I still can't kill them both at the same time. If I kill one and then go to the other spawn, I don't find a cougar at the other spawn. Now, if I hang out for 10 minutes, then maybe the time would pass since I killed the previous one, and then it would spawn. But in 10 minutes, I could be back down to the butcher and just be hunting that closer cougar spawn. I would love to know if anybody is actually able to, within, like, say, a 2-minute period, bag both of those cougars without any intermission in between kills. Because that would be some lucrative information to have, and I would love to see video of it too, because I am unable to create that situation in my game. If it was daylight right now, I will be hunting birds. There's a stable north of the cougar spawn, which I just killed. You can see the roof of it just there on the right of the screen. That stable. It's just went off screen. It's just on screen again. But it's north of that cougar spawn. And there are numerous bird spawns. There's hawk, there's vulture, and I want to say condor or eagle. I'm not even sure of all the species there, but I know that there's at least 8 different places that I've seen a static bird spawn up by that stable. However, sometimes you go up there and you don't see any birds. There's other times you go up there and see as many as 4. At least I've seen as many as 4. I've bagged as many as 3 at once. When there's 4, it's really hard to get the 4th one, just because all the angles and where that 4th one was perched, I couldn't get a line of sight on all 4 birds at the same time. So I ended up losing the 4th one. But hey, 3 birds at $1.20, $1.50 a feather. And the best thing about that is it's different species of birds. So, you know, if there's 4 different species of birds that you're collecting. That's 40 feathers you can carry instead of just 10. So that's a really hot spot when it's daytime to make some money while you're waiting in between cougar spawns doing this gold run. I think that we could potentially make in excess of $250 per hour, a rate of $250 per hour on this run. Maybe even $300 per hour if things lined up just perfectly. I mean, like, it's really hard to say. If things are just absolutely perfect, then you might be able to pull 3-star cougars. You know what I'm saying? If you can come in here and bag 3-star cougars, and then end up, when you go kill the wolf, there's some stranger that walks by on their horse, and you shoot the stranger, you take the stranger's horse, and you put one of those second wolves on the stranger's horse, and then after the mission, you've got a perfect wolf to go sell up to the butcher. You know, just little things. We might be able to push it to $350, $375, even $400 an hour on just an exceptionally perfect run. I don't know. But I'm going to keep bringing these videos to you. I'm going to keep recording them. And on occasion, I hope we're going to have that unusual, exceptional run that's going to be like, wow, that was a great run. You know, this is what you want to strive for, that kind of thing. Hey, you know, if anybody has any other ideas, I know there's some other on the hunt missions. Hector's not the only NPC that will give you an on the hunt mission. In online, I have also done a grizzly bear on the hunt mission and an alligator on the hunt mission. Except those NPCs that give those missions tend to be really, really buggy. It's really difficult for you to A, get the mission in the first place to be offered to you, and then B, once it's offered to you, you talk to him, and half the time it doesn't even work. Hector, he's really reliable. Sometimes he doesn't work, like it will say accept on the hunt, and you'll be all excited. You'll hit the button, and he'll go through his lecture. He'll tell you blah, 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 go kill this wolf or go kill this cougar, and then he shuts up finally, and you're thinking, all right, I'm on the hunt, and you run out the door, and then you realize, wait a minute, I don't have a mission right now. And you're like, you turn around, and Hector's ready to offer you a different mission, or sometimes he'll offer you on the hunt again, or sometimes he'll just be like, I got nothing for you. And then you got to free roam to fix the glitch that he's in. But, you know, the majority of the time, when he offers you on the hunt, it works down in Benedict Point. And that's great, because those other on the hunt missions throughout the map, I'm not as familiar with that area in order to perform like this. However, one of them works out of Saint Denis. That alligator one, I think, is out of Saint Denis. It's either Saint Denis or Rhodes, but it doesn't really matter. Either one. That one would be really good as well, because you could go hunt spoonbill, heron, pelican, sand crane, you know, loon, hawk, owl. There's all sorts of different birds over in that area as well. There's deer. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here naming every animal over in the Saint Denis area. That would be so silly. But you're getting the idea that you can apply this method in other areas of the map as well. You don't have to do it out of Benedict Point. It's just my preferred way to do it. So that's unlikely we're going to get too many videos of doing it elsewhere. But I sure would, you know, be open to giving it a try. If somebody else knows of another NPC that gives on the hunt reliably, then please drop a comment down below and let us know what NPC that is, because, hey, you know, that would be really good info. We could do that mission in between. Like right now, when I'm done with this mission, Hector's not going to let me do another mission. I'm going to have to wait something like 15 to 30 minutes in order to be able to do another mission with Hector. So if we knew of another on the hunt NPC that we could go to in the meantime, and then perform the same kind of tactics on that hunt as we're doing on this hunt, then we could be earning gold all hour long. I was really trying to bag a 4th carcass on this hunt. As you can see, it's obviously possible to bag 4 carcasses, maybe even 5 carcasses if you're quick enough. Heck, maybe even 6. I know 7 might be pushing it, but you can bag quite a few carcasses and get them into the butcher during this 20-minute period. However, I had been too close to a gang hideout or something, and some NPCs started attacking me. And normally I would have been like, ooh, free XP, and turned and shot them all up. Varmint rifle headshots. It's quick and easy, you know. But when I saw that they weren't showing up on my radar, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this, because I just really get irritated dealing with NPCs attacking me, and I can't see where they're at on the radar. It just rubs me the wrong way for some reason. So as soon as I saw that, I was out. You know, that's just... it's too much to deal with. I'm not trying to get aggravated playing this game. I'm here having fun. It's supposed to be relaxing, not aggravating. And I just booked it out of there. But obviously we have extra time on the clock, and we would have been able to get that other carcass in otherwise. And maybe even another one if I wasn't wasting so much time. If I was doing more of a speed run, then... see, okay, now if we... I'm going to look around here for some sort of a stranger on a horse. Because if I can get another horse and throw one of those wolves on it, then ride that horse to Benedict Point and have my horse follow me, then hitch that other horse up at Benedict Point, I'm pretty sure the carcass would remain on that horse at Benedict Point. I've tested this at McFarland's Ranch. Twice now I've done it, and it works at McFarland's Ranch. So I feel like it's safe to assume that it will work at Benedict Point as well. But since I haven't tested it yet, I don't want to say with certainty that it will. I do plan on testing it at some point in the future, though. So you'll be catching that in a future episode at some point. If you want to test it yourself, knock yourself out, let us know down in the comment below what the result is. Did it work for you? Did it not? And I would recommend hitching the horse for sure. Don't just like get off it and leave it there. Hitch it to help keep it from being able to run away if it gets startled or something, because you are, you know, dealing with a stranger's horse. But you probably already realized that, but I felt it was a good point to make. So there it is. We got 3 minutes left, and right now I have my eye in the sky. I'm looking for birds. We're not having any luck getting them to spawn right now. And I'm not seeing any animals. Like, there's absolutely nothing to kill right now. So I'm thinking at a time like this is a great time to pick some herbs. If you haven't completed the pick 100 herbs, or I'm sorry, sell 100 herbs to a doctor award yet, then you find yourself with a couple minutes downtime and it's not enough time to grab a carcass and run it to the butcher, go pick some herbs. You know, there's black currant there. North of Benedict Point along the train tracks, there's some more black currant. I think there might be some like mint or thyme or something there with it too. There's, you know, herbs here and there everywhere. So if you do start doing that, you're going to get an idea of where the herbs are and, you know, how long it's going to take you to pick them, how much. Okay, this coach, I was thinking about killing that guy and seeing if there was anything. He had a lockbox on the back of it. I know in story mode that you can get stuff out of those lockboxes. I think you can in online mode too. And I was thinking about trying it, but then I realized I'm really close to Benedict Point and I do not want the law on me. So opted out, and I get rewarded for my discretion with a condor, which is $1.50 a feather. So that's going to be another $4.50 in the satchel. And I try keeping this condor. So I'm going to put it on my horse. And then when I get to Benedict Point, I'm going to leave it on the ground when I finish the mission. And I've done it before, and then when the mission was over, I was able to pick the bird up and then call my horse and put it on my horse. But if you put something on your horse and leave it on your horse, it'll definitely be gone. However, this time it didn't work. The condor was gone after the mission completed. So I really needed a stranger's horse to use. But at the point that the mission, I was getting so close to the end, I didn't want to take the extra time to set that up. But if you had a stranger's horse, you could have 3 carcasses on it and then have it hitched. 2 bird carcasses or 2 small carcasses and one of those wolves that we left behind. Just hitch it up. I think that it will stay. It works over at McFarland's Ranch. If it doesn't work here, at least know that tip for McFarland's Ranch. It definitely works over there. And right by where you end the mission, there's a hitch for a horse. And that's where I hitch it. So I'm literally standing right next to it while I'm waiting for the timer to go down. And then you respawn after you finish the mission a couple houses away, but then you run over and the horse is still there hitched with the carcasses on it. We'll have that in an upcoming video when I do a cougar hunt over there. So look for that in one of the next episodes. Other than that, I guess we're going to just go kill a couple birds here. We finished the mission. We got 0.24 gold. I've seen more gold for these missions. I don't know why I'm just like on this terrible streak of only getting 0.24 gold. I don't know, maybe they patched it or something, but I've seen 0.32, maybe even 0.36 gold rewarded for completing these missions. It's just been quite a while, like a week or week and a half maybe. Everything's in the last week has been just 0.24 nonstop. Maybe it has something to do with me farming it so frequently that it bottoms me out on the gold return, but I feel like I'm still getting a high roll on money and XP every once in a while, so I don't feel like I've been bottomed out or penalized for farming it repeatedly. I don't know. I'm really hoping, like every mission I'm going to get a little bit more than 0.24 because I want to show you guys getting more than 0.24. And I got lucky here getting 2 birds at once. That eagle, if you watch the video, I was trying to line them both up in the view at the same time, because if you shoot a bird, generally all the other birds in the area mysteriously vanish. If you say you see a vulture and a condor flying in 2 separate directions and you can't look at both of them at the same time, you shoot one and then turn to shoot the other one, and the other one just mysteriously has vanished. But if you can keep them both on the screen, then you can shoot both of them down. They won't vanish in front of your eyes. So that's what I was doing back there, as I was trying to line it up so that I can get both birds and prevent one of them from disappearing. Now we're going to head to the butcher, tally everything up. We're about to encounter some PvP up at the butcher though, and I thought about getting one of these guys, but I missed my first shot. Wasn't a perfect kill, and after that I just kind of figured, I'm just wasting time. This is time to hit the butcher and get a tally in, because I'm not making any gold hunting them. At this point the timer's off. I might as well just go do something else, like make a video for YouTube and wait for Hector to give me another on the hunt mission. So that's what I'm doing right now for you, is making a video of this hunt, waiting for Hector to allow me to talk to him again. And then we get the PvP going. Roll up in Tumbleweed and people just want to throw down, so they're gonna just get ripped a couple times here. I don't know how many times I kill these clowns, but right now my horse is startled because I just used incendiary ammo and lit a building on fire. So my horse is all totally freaking out, and it won't come over and let me sell the carcasses on it to the butcher. And every time he gets close to me, it kicks me out of the butcher because it needs to refresh and show carcasses available for sale. But then the horse gets startled because he's too close to the fire again and he runs off. So I'm like having serious issues right now trying to sell this stuff to the butcher. It's kind of funny. Like if there could be a sell to the butcher comedy, it's got to go something like this. Now I try to get on the horse and bring him closer, but nope. Of course, I got to fall down because this is Tumbleweed. You can't go through Tumbleweed without falling down. We got people that, got to grief the guy at the butcher. I just love being able to make him just go away for a little bit. Kapow. Explosive ammo. It's so nice. I didn't record a fight from yesterday, but I had a level 120 player kill me at the butcher in Tumbleweed. And I killed him over and over and over. I unloaded my rifle, my repeater. I used all of my dynamite arrows. I unloaded my revolver, unloaded my pistol, unloaded my... Oh no, I didn't unload my pistol. I unloaded my incendiary shotgun shells. I unloaded my explosive shotgun shells. And then I was halfway through unloading my pistol. I only had like 5 more explosive rounds left, and the guy finally did a parlay. Like, he finally just gave up. And then I was like, that's perfect, glorious, And then I went and farmed some more animal fat. Which I have a guide about that. If you need to know where to go get animal fat, check out my channel. Look in the guides playlist. I know a killer method for getting animal fat. You will blow your mind. Check that out. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for coming in and giving me that view. Till then, happy hunting. See you later.